We have updates for Justice for Gunner. Who wants to go back to see where the success started? You smell that? That smells like justice. I made a promise to everybody on my platform that if you guys gave me a voice to speak, I would expose the city and the animal shelter and the lies over my dog Gunner. So I'm going to move away, but before I do, so you guys can read this, but before I do, I will say this. They try to discredit me. They try to discredit my family. They try to call us scam artists. I'm telling you, lies after lies after lies, but they're being exposed. It's unreal. And I'm so grateful for you guys that you guys have believed in us since day one, and we will take them down one step at a time. Mindy, Nikki, and Sarah, I'm coming after your jobs. They thought we were joking, but little did they know that we weren't. I personally would love to thank each and every single person that has helped us along the way. We have a lot more stuff coming, so stay tuned.
Just to let the public know, the past few weeks have been a little difficult. We had a situation that happened with the animal shelter, and I asked the public for their patience as we do this investigation. Many of us up here have pets, and our pets are members of our family. And whenever we lose a member of our family, there's a grieving process that has to happen. We will see what the investigation yields. My heart breaks for John and Courtney as they lost a member of their family that they'd had for a very long time. And I'm sorry that they've gone through what they've gone through. I look forward to seeing if there are any policy changes that need to come after this, because I want to make sure that public has confidence in our staff and our ability to run our shelter and make sure we take care of our animal guests as well as our volunteers and the general public that come and visit our shelter. So to the public, I say continue to give us the patience that we need. Council absolutely will make the changes that we need to make if those are done so and needed. And we are not ignoring this. We would not ignore this.
Good evening. My name is Shannon Greer, and I am a dedicated animal rescue activist here in Denton and Denton County. At one time, your animal services department was the standard of what we all wanted to be in our surrounding cities. You had a new building, DASF Foundation. You literally were the epitome of what we looked up to being. And tonight I'm here to tell you, Denton, we have a problem. In 2015, you had 97 cats euthanized due to an outbreak. In 2016, you had an animal shelter director arrested for stealing money. In 2018, you had to close the shelter for 10 days and you euthanized 8 dogs and 20-something plus cats. In 2022, you had to stop surrenders and adoptions and intake, all because of another outbreak and a virus within the shelter. In 2023, a complaint was made regarding starving dogs, which we have pictures of. That is what called the auditor into your department to do that audit. In my opinion, as an animal activist, it's a very watered down audit. On November 18th, a dog named Magna came into your care. She's a Belgian Malinois. She had a broken leg and right femur. She sat in a kennel for 11 days with no medical care, no one helping her. It was not until your manager directed them to get a surgery that the dog had to have surgery on December 5th, but it was too late. The leg had to be amputated. The dog came into your shelter on 11/18 weighing 31 pounds. It left your shelter on 1/31/24. That's 2.5 months at 39 pounds. A dog that can't move, that can't exercise, that's only job right now is to eat and get better, should have gained at least 25 plus pounds. So how does a dog in 2 months gain 8-something pounds? It wasn't eating. On November 30th, you had another dog named Banjo in your care. The vet recommended a standard FHO procedure. Very simple and easy to do. Nikki Sesnis directed Shelly Meeks at the time to get that surgery. She didn't. She euthanized the dog because she knew more than the director of her shelter, which shows you how little respect she has for the director of animal services. In December of 2023, you fired Shelly Meeks. I gave you a copy of that termination letter in your packet tonight. It details a lot of animal cruelty, and my question is, why did you just terminate her? Why didn't you charge her with animal cruelty? Because you didn't. She is working today with animals. God help us all and those animals. Gunner came into your shelter on 9/3. The microchip was never read. I know Pet Point, we use it where I volunteer. There's a green button that you have to hit to record it to Pet Watch, the company. You didn't. Your staff didn't. The reason we know that is the microchip tracer that we hired recorded it on 9/18, and that's the last time since 2022 that that microchip was put into the system. The worst part in all of this is our most recent discovery from our PIR. This is the communication sheet that when they've taken a dog, they fill out this sheet. It then goes over to your little girls in customer service who fill it out. His intake record says his microchip was issued on 9/3/2024. The fact of the matter is it was issued on 7/2/2013. It goes on because I asked for information from your other Pet Point management software. So the city sat here for weeks saying the only option they had, well, the microchip was out of date. The microchip was out of date. Well, their microchip was out of date. That's what we heard everywhere. You had it since 2021. The first line in the case report from 2021 has Courtney Gilcrease, her phone number, and her address.
And that's your time.
I'd like 10 more seconds, please.
I just...
I'm going to take it.
Well,
The fact of the matter is, you guys have...
next speaker is Christine Bright.
Hi, my name is Courtney Gilcrease. We were here 2 weeks ago, and I thought I was mad then. And now that we have uncovered more information, mad is an understatement. Issue number 1, Animal Services reported that Gunner collapsed upon intake and expressed serious concerns about his quality of life. If that was the case, why did Mindy and the staff address the possibility of a humane euthanization with Dr. Bronston during the exam? Well, the answer to that is they likely wanted to avoid having medical professional documents their assessment and knew that the veterinarian may not agree with their evaluation. Mindy's intake assessment recorded Gunner's BCS as a 4, yet 4 hours later the veterinarian assessed it at an 8 to a 9. What accounts for this discrepancy? The BCS scales for dogs ranged from 1 to 9, indicating that the staff lacking medical training were making critical decisions based on inaccurate assessments. On Wednesday, September 4th at 8:31, I attempted to contact the Animal Services via number that was listed on their website. Unaware that they were closed on Wednesday, dispatch informed me that I could retrieve my dog the following morning. After expressing my concerns, I was transferred back to the Animal Services, but my calls went unanswered. Our next issue, there is a significant communication breakdown between the city's departments. Dispatch should have protocol to inform Animal Services when a call comes in on a date that they're closed, especially regarding an owner attempting to reclaim their lost pet. At 9 a.m., 29 minutes after I called, Mindy Henry logged into the notes in Pet Point stating that Gunner's condition had worsened and his quality of life is poor. If the owner doesn't reclaim him by 11 a.m., we will humanely euthanize him. Pet Point notes, Mindy Henry writes, geriatric dog is very arthritic, can barely move due to the pain and arthritis, see med notes. Unable to control his bowels and bladder. We'll hold until 11 a.m. to see if he's reclaimed. If not, we'll sign off on euthanasia due to suffering pet. Have not had any success contacting the owner of the microchip. Did Mindy or the staff consider the potential effects of medications and vaccines given to Gunner within the last 24 hours? Within 24 hours, Gunner was administered a full set of vaccines and medications, which could have influenced his health status. I'm not going to try and read these names of these medications, but just know these 3 medications that were given to him have all the same side effects: nausea, vomiting, lack of appetite, and diarrhea. At 11:26, Gunner was euthanized. At 12 o'clock, it was reported that Mindy was informed by an anonymous employee about a social media post about our family, indicating that we were searching for him. According to the reports, the employees asked Mindy if that was the dog they had just euthanized, in which she responded, OF. I'm not going to say the word. Thursday, September 5th, my husband, John Gilcrease, arrives to reclaim Gunner, only to have found him euthanized and shown in a red trash bag. The red trash bag indicates the dog is owned, and a black trash bag means that it was a stray or no owner. I would like to indicate, I don't know if I can put that there. If not,
Yeah, they can show.
They can.
If I can get the overhead camera, please.
so Gunner was taken to the shelter in 2021 and 2022. And in 2024, he was never marked at the shelter. They never followed through with the microchip. So they said they attempted to call us. They tried to do the microchip, but there is clear evidence that they did not. So there is miscommunication all around. And if they would have just followed simple protocols and thought outside the box how to get a hold of an owner of a pet, this all could have been avoided. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
This is Gunner. And unfortunately, he doesn't know at this time, in 10 years, 10 short years, his life will be taken by Mindy Henry at the Linda McNatt Animal Shelter. It breaks my heart. This is his best friend, Callie Murray. So full of life. They were both so spunky. But she was quick. She was fast. And they were best friends. And she had no idea that she'd be following him 5 months later. Okay, everybody pay attention. I want to show you guys something, okay? Come here. You gotta sit down. All you guys, I want you to show you something, okay? Do you see this puppy right here? This puppy right here on this box is the one that goes around and tastes the bones for all you puppies to try. Where are you going? Do you guys want to be this puppy? Do you want to be the puppy on the box? Do you want bones? I bet you wish you were that puppy, huh? Do you, Bubba? Do you wish you were that puppy? This puppy right here on that box? What about you, Maddie girl? Do you wish you were that puppy? Where you can go around tasting nummies all day long? What about you, Otter? You wish you were that puppy right there? Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to give you a bone. Are you ready for a bone? 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 Lizzie, I know you're ready for a bone. Okay, I gotta shut off the camera, okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, hold on a second. Everybody sit down. Sit down. Good job, good job, good job. Bless you. All right, say bye-bye. Bless you. Say bye. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Good girl. Sit. Good job. You guys are ready for the bones now, huh? All right. Bye, Maddie.